Hello students, I hope that you all have completed the first topic which was based on the properties of charges, quantization of charge and friction, electricity, etc. So the next topic of physics 12th is Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law, it is actually the law. Basically it is given for the force acting between two electric charges. It is simply similar to the universal law of gravitation, which I hope that you all have studied in class 11th. Definitely this is the law which is given in class 11th, that the force between two mass bodies is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance. Similar to that, you come to this law. See here, this is the law. The statement is given here that according to this law, the electrostatic force between two charges is directly proportional to the product of magnitudes of two charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Okay, now see this diagram, that there are two charges where charges are given as q1 and q2, correct? The distance between them is r. Okay, so now you come to the law. When we go for the mathematical expression, the force is directly proportional to the square the product of the magnitude of two charges and is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. When we combine these two statements, we find that the force is given like here. And then, as we know already, that whenever we remove the proportionality sign, we put a constant. You see, when we talked about the gravitational law, we put here, this is a gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant. Similar to that, here the constant used is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. It is something new for you, of course. ठीक है, ये है 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into epsilon r q1 q2 upon r square. The quantity inside the bracket is actually a electric constant. It is a electrostatic constant. Some more informations are given here about this constant. See here carefully. Here the permeability epsilon r. First of all, epsilon 0. It is known as permeability of free space. ठीक है, epsilon 0 is permeability of free space. What is free space? It is simply air and vacuum, both are known as free space. Then what is epsilon r? Epsilon r is the relative permittivity. It is also known as dielectric constant of medium. See, either permittivity or dielectric constant of medium, जो कि हम epsilon r से denote कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. After that you just come more deeper, that SI system. In SI system, the unit or the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, it is given 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Most of the time we use the medium as air or vacuum, so it is also mentioned here that for air or vacuum, epsilon r is taken 1, and when epsilon r is taken 1, this constant will remain 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 only. Okay? So the value of this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, it is 9 into 10 to the power 9, correct? So most of the numericals we will use the medium as air. Now we can have its vector form also. Most of the books are giving the vector form, because as we know that force is a vector quantity. So no doubt this is Coulomb force. Whatever is the force, gravitational force जो भी हो, always force is a vector quantity, or if force is a vector quantity, then there must be a direction. So here I have taken one example, that one charge is positive, another charge is also positive, then definitely they will repel each other, and the force of repulsion are mentioned here, F12. What is F12? It is written here, F12 the force acting on charge q1 due to charge q2. See here, force on charge q1 due to charge q2, it is called F12. Similarly, force on charge q2 ड्यू टू चार्ज q1 इज फोर्स F21. इन दोनों की डायरेक्शन बताने के लिए हमने यहाँ पर लिया हुआ है एक यूनिट वेक्टर यू नो वेरी वेल, द वेक्टर whose magnitude is always 1 and it is used to give the direction only, correct? One more thing which already I have mentioned in class 11th, that when we talk about attractive forces, they are mentioned as negative when we talk about vector form, and if the force is repulsive then it is mentioned as positive as per the sign convention of vectors. ठीक है, now let us proceed. Coulomb's law is over here, and let's have some problems for practice. I'm not giving the solutions here, but very soon, if you will require, I will give you the solutions also. See here, first question, define 1 Coulomb charge. ठीक है, define 1 Coulomb charge on the basis of Coulomb's law actually. So answer you will get on page number 11 of NCERT book, not very difficult, very easily you can search it. ठीक है, दूसरे क्वेश्चन की बात करते हैं. The second question is, two identical charges repel each other by 103 Newton force when placed at 10 centimeter apart in medium of dielectric constant 5. याद है आपको dielectric constant, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बताया आपको, एप्सिलॉन आर जो होता है वो dielectric constant होता है. इफ़ मीडियम इज एयर देन इसकी वैल्यू आपको 1 लेनी है, लेकिन मीडियम अगर एयर नहीं है तो उसका वैल्यू दिया होगा ऑलवेज, करेक्ट? So it is given that dielectric constant value is 5, and you have to calculate the charge on each sphere by using the same formula. कौन सा formula use करना है? You see it again. It is a very simple formula, 1/4 pi epsilon 0 into q1 q2 upon r square, and directly you can take this constant 9 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, let us come to the next question. So when you will calculate it by using this formula, you will very easily find the value of charges. क्योंकि दोनों चार्जेस आइडेंटिकल थे, इसलिए दोनों चार्जेस की वैल्यू आने वाली है 23.9 into 10 to the power minus 6 Coulomb. ठीक है, you can solve it and find out the solution. Again I am coming to the next question. Next question is again about two charges. See here, 2 point charges plus 9e and plus e. e यहाँ पर एलिमेंट्री चार्ज है जो कि आपको पहले टॉपिक में बताया गया था. आर केप्ट एट डिस्टेंस ए है, डिस्टेंस कितनी है? ए है, ओनली डिस्टेंस ए अपार्ट. 2 charges plus 9e and plus e, these are 2 charges are kept at distance a apart from each other. Where should a third charge q be placed on the line joining? हमें इन दोनों के बीच एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर देनी है, और उस पर कहाँ मैं एक थर्ड चार्ज को रखूँ कि सारे चार्ज इक्विलिब्रियम में हो जाएं. इक्विलिब्रियम, डू यू फॉलो? इक्विलिब्रियम मीन्स when no force is acting on any charge. When we keep another charge q on the line joining two charges, the force on each charge will be 0. और ऐसा कब होगा? जब जो डिस्टेंस है वो आपको फाइंड आउट करनी है. यू कैन फाइंड आउट एंड देन यू ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द सॉल्यूशन. एंड लास्टली एक और टॉपिक मैंने यहाँ पर बहुत थोड़े में दिया हुआ है, इसको आप ये मान के चलिए कि ये आपकी सेल्फ स्टडी है, एंड वेरी इजीली यू कैन रीड इट फ्रॉम एनसीईआरटी. टॉपिक है क्या? फोर्स बिटवीन मल्टीपल चार्जेस. इट इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज सुपरपोजिशन प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कूलम्ब्स लॉ, ऐसा भी कह सकते हैं. जब एक से ज़्यादा चार्जेस किसी चार्ज के आसपास होते हैं तो मोर देन वन फोर्स विल एक्ट, एंड एज यूजुअल वी नो दैट व्हेन 2 or more forces act on a particle, then the net force is calculated by using vector form. What is vector form? You know very well. मैंने आपको पहले ही कहा था कि पैरेललोग्राम लॉ जो वेक्टर एडिशन का है उसे नोट कर लेना है 11th क्लास से. उसका यूज़ करेंगे हम, या रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ वेक्टर्स का यूज़ करेंगे, और एनी हाउ वी कैन फाइंड आउट द नेट फोर्स ऑन इट. नेट फोर्स विल बी obtained by the resultant of all the individual forces F1 vector plus F2 vector और more than that जितने भी हो सकते हैं। इसको और अच्छे से समझने के लिए आप एनसीईआरटी के 2 एग्जाम्पल कोट कर सकते हैं। बहुत अच्छे से इनको समझाया गया है एनसीईआरटी में। इनको थोड़ा सा प्लीज़ आप देख लीजिएगा। एग्जाम्पल नंबर यहाँ पर मैंने मेंशन किए हैं, कौन से एग्जाम्पल मेंशन किए हैं ज़रा देख लीजिए। 1.6 एंड 1.7 एग्जाम्पल 1.6 एंड 1.7 of NCERT book will help you to understand the principle of superposition or the force between multiple charges. In this way Coulomb's law यहाँ पर पूरा होता है। I hope that you can understand. For that you have to practice a lot. You can use NCERT book only, don't go for other sources, and rest we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.